First up today, the price of fame. One of the biggest stars in music continues to call out what she says is harassment by fans and photogs. Chappell Roan was in Paris Sunday after attending Fashion Week. On her way to dinner, a group of fans, and when I say a group, girl, I mean like 2.5 people, and some paparazzi were outside the restaurant. That's when she called them out for harassing her, saying they weren't respecting her boundaries. She also declined to give anybody. There's a guy standing there that wanted an autograph, and she said no. Look, she's had a history of calling out photographers on and off at the red carpet, and one fellow pop star is offering some advice. On Twitter, or X, or whatever you want to call it, Boy George said, "I've been doing this fame thing for a while, and you learn you don't get a free pass. The trick is to own your fame. Yeah, it's annoying, but so is being ignored and being told you're a has-been." He said to Rowan, "The world is at your feet. Stop kicking it." Look, I want to say this. I want to lead with the fact that I'm a fan of hers. I do like her music. But I've watched this go on, and I've kept my mouth shut. I'm like, okay, she had a bad day, because everyone does. You know, we all have bad days where we encounter people and we're not in the best mood. But I just got to tell you, what I think of is there have been people that have been far more famous than her that has seemed to navigate fame a little better. So I say to her, if you don't like this aspect of fame, and you have every right to not like it, you have every right to put up boundaries, then what you do is obviously people are not going to respect those boundaries. You can't force anyone, no matter how much you want, you can't force anyone to respect your boundaries. Then try not to put yourself into a position where people can disrespect you. Don't go to fashion shows if you don't, because I then saw a video. After that, I saw a video of her in the front row at a fashion show, and she looked like she was being taken through mud. She looked so miserable, and somebody asked her a very simple question, and she goes, "No," and she snapped at him. Stay at home and order some Olive Garden. Yeah. You know what I mean? Don't put yourself in these situations, because I'm going to tell you, your fans are defending you now, but eventually people are not going to like this attitude. They're just not.
No. There are reasons that certain celebrities are at the level that they are, like a Taylor Swift, who sat after every show and signed every autograph for years of every single fan. And even though you don't see Taylor doing a bunch of autographs to fans on the sidewalk, you also don't see her belittling her fans, because you don't bite the hand that feeds you, as they say. So I get paparazzi would probably be incredibly horrible to deal with, and then there are lines that they cross. We've seen them chasing people in cars. It's incredibly dangerous.
Awful.
This was her just casually walking in and out of a place, and there were a few photographers. She's also putting herself in a weird position too, where, I mean, you don't have to be liked by everyone, but you want to be liked by someone. And she's making it difficult. As someone who's a fan of her music, I'm slowly, I don't know that I like you as a person. And then you slowly stop supporting people that you don't like. And she's only had one big album. She has to continue to produce like good music too. And if she doesn't, and she's like turned on everyone supporting her, I don't know. Like, watch it. You got to be careful.
I also say, and I'm not comparing our level of notoriety. I mean, you know, we're locally, our show's based in Minneapolis. We've been in the market for many years. People know us here. I always call it the bill coming due. When people come up to you and you know, it might not be the right time. You might have a chicken wing in your mouth, or you might be, you know what I mean? Or you may not be thrilled with it. I always have to tell the people I'm with, you know, they're like, oh, I'm like, no. People are happy to see you. Like, that's a gift, and that's the bill coming due. People may not come up to you at just the right time. Is it annoying? Yes, but you got to put up with it, and you got to play the game. You sometimes got to play the game. You just do. Yeah.